trail here, huh?
Oh, I think so.
My spine. I can't count, so I'm going to trust you guys.
Yep.
I mean, as long as you count as high as Lorzard, you're doing all right.
How high can Lorzod count?
How many enemies are there?
Fair. So hello everyone to Sunday. Woo!
Huzzah! Also, why the weekend's over?
Oh, but it's the start of my weekend.
I'm about to say, I got Mondays off.
Well, fair. The end of my weekend is also the end of the weekend.
Don't worry about it, Austria. That didn't exist. I said to ignore it, and you're supposed to ignore it.
I don't see and ignore it.
It literally says ignore that.
Oh, there it is. Okay, chat's being weird apparently. Cause like I didn't see Took's thing until after I hit enter.
Oh,
Yeah.
so can someone give us a recap from last week? Because I can't.
It's one way to put it. I vote not it.
Not it.
Not it.
Stuff happened.
I vote Coral.
It's not fair. I'm eating.
All right, well, in that case, I vote Lorzod.
What happened last week?
Now are we getting it from Lorzod's perspective? Because this should be interesting.
I actually, both Skorgan and Lorzod cannot remember anything that happened last week.
Okay.
But I know I was here.
That's how I feel.
Okay.
I know there was a conversation between Tuktali and Austria.
Tuktali Austro, there's a conversation between Tuktali and Serta, in which
Oh, and Hillbrid.
basically, yes, informed Serta that she basically is going to be our live-in diviner as payment for her protection, both thus far and into the foreseeable future. Hillbrid showed up to inform us that he apologizes on behalf of his guys. That had he known it was us, he would have handled a little more with a little more tact. He gave us a second copy of the updated book of names and the like. Other than that, we sort of had a little Westerner powwow in the workshop of sort of the power rankings and how we feel or don't feel about the various members of the adventuring crew. Because let's be honest, Tim is best boy. He's just doing he's trying so hard as far as the crew goes.
He's just trying so hard at all times.
Yeah, only when he's being watched. And where we actually physically left off was me informing Lorzod that I'm going to be more or less placing what I pride as my most valuable, not so much possession, but pride and joy and all that happy lovey-dovey shit. At which point he held out his hand as if expecting a physical object. Because it was Lorzod, Kassakar, and Tally going on a walkabout to try and find us a target for a heist to supplement the party income whilst we wait for the Golden Boy to come on back and clear our name that we in fact did not sell someone into slavery. The record will show, and let us get on with our adventuring career after finding out that our paladin is apparently a murderer. Gasp!
It's so mean.
Shock.
Fair, I
Legas.
didn't say he murdered anyone. Said he killed people. There's a difference.
Killed people in broad daylight, I believe
We
it
don't know
was.
they were innocent. We don't know they were innocent.
You're not wrong.
True, but I mean, I have my sources.
I know where I physically last left off. I'm on a boat. I'm on a
No,
boat.
sir, it's a ship.
Same thing.
But I think that more or less was everything. There was not so much an agreement between Tally and Hybrid, but definitely a if we run into them, we'll consider it. The current school of specialization, I believe, is conjuration that they're looking into.
Yes. Wait,
Uh,
abjuration, I think? Let me double check. Yeah, it is conjuration.
okay. Uh, anyone think I missed anything?
No, I think that's about right.
We introduced the new lizard folk man dude guy.
Yeah. It's a fucking zoo. Yeah.
Vargosh Kapesk.
He seems very
You have no room to talk.
dedicated to his job.
He
I was
does.
gonna say if you bring up weird, I'm like,
And then I believe Graves was on the ship sleeping. And I think that brings up everyone. Because we had 3 people going into town to look for a target. And then the rest of people were still on the boat.
yeah, because I've got some workshop work to get done. I gotta finish that bag of holding for our wizard friend, lady, crypt wizard.
Oh, yeah.
I almost said crypt lizard, but
You have one on your ship.
I don't know if he works at a crypt.
He's not a crypt lizard. He's a shaman.
I mean, shamans can work in a crypt.
I don't know. I think the natives that usually have shamans are like bury their people, like, I don't know, differently.
You're an adventurer now. It just of course
I
the
am
word Lozad
now.
is BRB. But yeah, that's what I'll be doing, which was technically only my second day of actually working on it.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. 2 weeks is a long fucking time, guys. When we don't have the artificer half time.
So, yeah, Mr. Vargotch, I sent you a little message. Because you have stupid passive perception, actually.
I wouldn't call it stupid. I've seen higher. But yeah, I've seen it in the 22s before. Or 20s.
Not 23.
But yeah, but it's pretty high. So yeah, Vargosh will come walking out of wherever he came from and in the ship and say, I hear screaming. There's a scream. And then what's that? It's a ding 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 ding. What's that? It imitates the sound of a bell.
I'm very concerned about how far you've come.
Aren't you in town, Casca?
Fair.
Yeah, I think you, Tally, and
I was
Luzad
gonna say,
went into town.
how long ago have those 3 left?
Um, Not super long, maybe 10 minutes. Picking up right where we left off.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm in the workshop, so I'll wait.
You would just tell that to whoever's on the ship deck, I guess. If any.
Two of the crewmates would be for sure. I believe Graves is below deck, sleeping. If you tell the crewmates, they're just gonna kind of shrug at you.
Okay, I
But,
go to,
yeah.
I go downstairs, start shaking the cat awake. Kitty, kitty, kitty.
Don't eat me!
No eat, no eat. I hear a scream and a ding 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 ding.
I was going, yeah, it was me.
No, before you.
What's the boss say?
He's in his tinker room.
Well, don't talk to me about it.
I'll point out, there's not like a do not disturb sign on the workshop.
I thought there was.
There's a,
There's an alarm.
there's a no known alarm spell and a, authorized
I've
personnel
always set that off, I
beyond
think.
this point. But you can knock on the door.
Yeah, make
Okay,
sure you knock first.
he'll go upstairs and knock, or go
Further down.
wherever the workshop is down. Okay, and knock on the.
Oh, and it's worth noting, Graves, now that you're awake, you can hear the bell as well.
Gonna
I
very
don't want to get in trouble.
calmly open the door with just like a fine set of goggles on, a piece of leather, and a sewing needle in my hand, and just stare. Yes.
Boss, I heard a ah! And ding ding.
Okay, one, maybe don't imitate that sound within 6 inches of my face. Two, how long ago?
Just a few minutes ago. I went and woke up the kitty and told her first.
Proper escalation through the chain of command. I do appreciate that. Could have got herself in trouble already. Get Graves. Who else did I keep aboard? I think Ostro should probably be getting some grub by now. So see if he's in the galley. If not, he may have scampered off to his own devices. But gather up on deck. We'll go be good adventurers and make a name for ourselves.
Sure thing, boss. One question: what's a galley and what's a deck?
There's just like that giant magnified eyeball staring at you. Just like place of food and then the open air area.
Good, gotcha. Okay, so he goes to those two locations and tells us.
Writes down a little like belt hanging notepad. Teach ship parts to all crew members, cause fuck this shit. And very quickly go shift into my adventuring gear.
In Australia, you get told about the sounds that were heard as well, which was a scream and
Sounds.
then a bell.
The scream and then the bell. Okay. Assume we're going to work then. Come on, Frederick. Big metal lion comes out, sniffs, then starts headed off the ship.
And on that note, at the party, who Lorzad is currently AFK, actually. Well, darn. Okay, we'll hold off on E3. I'm sorry.
Was that Lorzod screaming?
It did not sound like Lorzad. It sounded like some random human. ish.
To be fair, we've never heard Lorazad scream, I don't think. Well, not like a scared scream.
It
Like,
was a
sure he's
feminine
yelled during
scream,
combat.
yes.
I mean, he could just be like, I'm Lorazad! Ah!
It's worth noting, basically everyone on the ship now can hear like, people outside are starting to get worried and running.
Run up, inform the crew, have the ship ready in case we need to shove off. Don't draw anchor, because obviously the three of you will have a very fun time trying to move a ship this size. I'd be very amused and very angry. I don't want to be angry. I'm coming down from an angry. I'm doing pretty good. A lot of catharsis. Tim, you're in charge while we're away. Make me proud. Don't fuck up. We have a lot of meat eaters now. I love the dead silence.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, I got distracted. Were you talking to your crewmates?
Yeah, I was talking to the crewmates, specifically Tim. Like, get the ship ready.
Tim's not on the ship right now.
God damn it, Tim.
Yeah, you were told last week that he actually finished his job, did a great job, and then took.
Well, even more important, you two get the ship ready. If Tim shows up, tell him to stay on aboard, and technically at that point will be in charge as senior crewman. Don't make me mad. I'll feed you to the bugbear.
Please don't feed us. We'll be good. Feed us to the bugbear. Please feed us.
I make sure that that's a very much a joking tone.
They're joking too.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna feed you to the bugbear. I might actually.
He says
Um,
it so often, it's just no one's sure whether it's a joke or serious at this point.
I've only recently acquired the bugbear. It's new power.
Oh, okay, good enough. True enough.
Have a prototype come up. Scream came from what direction? Vargash.
Points.
Just in
It's
town.
to the southwestish.
Southwestish. Okay. All right. Marching order's pretty straightforward. We don't have a proper. Does Graves come up?
I don't know. Did he come back and tell me?
Yeah, I told you.
Then yes.
I'm about to say, Graves, there will be no soup tonight if you don't get your butt up here. You have to find what motivates your team members. Soup.
Thrice was things to smash, and Graves is just soup.
It's soup.
Just Australia, you melee?
Yes.
Okay. Vanguard.
Got ya.
Graves, Vargash, you two in the middle. I'll take up rear with prototype.
Frederick, you're with me. Blah, blah, blah.
And let's make our way to where everyone's running away from.
Do we still have nowhere's up?
He had to go back to the main house, I think.
Oh no.
So I don't know when he'll be back.
Uh-oh.
Spaghetti-o.
Okay, well. The other three who went to town looking for a gonna rewind time to like 5 minutes. As you were going through the town, you suddenly heard a scream to your wife. And it's very like everyone else suddenly stops in the road and is like, oh, what was that? The bell starts ringing, and now people are starting to act kind of panicked is not the right word, but they're definitely like, oh, that's not good.
This sounds interesting. I look at Tally.
I don't want to assume, but I feel like that this kind of event is commonplace for her. But I don't know.
Random screams.
Yeah, just random chaos in the streets. Just like, oh, just vacate the area.
We're heroes now, love.
You wanted to be from that crazy land you came from.
Crazy land. Fine. We're heroes.
You guys are like, this is the land we came from. It's just like this all the time. And now you're like, oh, now we gotta live. Oh, we opened that can of beans. Now we gotta eat them. Or worms, whatever.
Never said that there's lots of screaming over there.
I mean, I was under the impression that robbery and murder
I
were
don't know what
commonplace.
it's like over there.
Yeah,
Efficient.
we're just going off of the cues from the creator of this world.
I'm trying, guys.
We know.
The big blurb write up is soon TM finished almost.
Don't you love world building?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean,
You've
I
done
do
several.
too, but like little things. It's like you get so focused on one thing. It's like, hey, what about this? I haven't even thought about that yet. Fuck.
Fun time.
Mhm.
So yeah, what you guys is playing? You don't got Lorzod, but pretend you do.
Well, if I'm gonna approach it, I'm gonna approach it cautiously. I won't speak for the other one.
Say Lorsod's pretty sneaky.
I will follow your lead.
That's the whole reason.
Please don't.
That's the. You're the captain.
Don't like physically follow me. Okay?
I'm confused about how like I was told you were the one in charge. Were you not the one I would
Go. Just
follow?
go look at it.
Okay.
However you want to approach it.
Okay.
What the hell was that?
Here's a poof.
He smoke bombs. It's what he does. That sounds like a Scorpion returning.
Oh, it does.
I could be wrong, but that sounds like a
Oh,
Scorpion
that's good.
returning.
There it is breathing.
Yep. Heard everything but Duke's squeaky toy.
Welcome back.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yay.
Hey.
So did you
Stealth
hear
checks.
anything about that?
Nope.
Okay. So you guys were going looking for a place to heist, and you guys heard a scream to the west, followed by bells ring. People around you are starting to look not panicked but worried. And then it's followed shortly after by more screams.
All right. And people started hiding.
I believe they were sneakily trying to go see what it is.
That is correct, as far as Castakar is concerned.
Right. So who all is here? Just the party, right? Not like
You,
crew or
yeah, it's you, Kassakar, and Tal.
Cascar, me, and Tally. Gotcha. All right. So if they're stealthing to move forward, then obviously I would be doing the same. And here's my stealth check.
Good lord.
Jeez.
If you didn't know, bugbears, we be sneaky.
Yeah, you're like a stealthy Chewbacca.
Yeah.
I think more of like a albino Bigfoot, but okay.
Mm. Every time I see a bugbear, that's what I think of. Is like this is just Chewbacca. He's massive, can reach very far, and for some reason sneaky.
So I am going to. There you guys where you are. Just there. Tally's the marker because she's the captain. And gonna throw a took there.
Tell us where we are.
Yeah, on the map. Tally's token is where
Oh,
you guys
okay.
are.
I see where you got you. Right.
And took for what it's worth, you can see what seems to be a fire in the distance. So Tally's group, as you guys are going, you're being all sneaky. You don't really see much of what people are worried about, but you do notice basically the people who look like they're adventurers going the same way you are going, and other people going the opposite. If that makes sense.
Say that again.
So, because you guys were going the direction of the,
The screams.
and so you see people who look like they're more adventure-y, like they would be members of the Adventurers Guild, are going that way, and people who are just civilians are basically just running away.
Okay. Well,
But you,
Lorzad would just be following the captain, but he's I think he's had some experience with in his youth with screaming people running around um, during this sort of thing. So he would know that people usually run away from the sources of these things. So he would want to go that direction.
All right, I'm back.
welcome back.
What a miss.
You died.
Not a lot.
I heard fire, and then people were
Yeah,
running.
civilians are basically going the opposite way you guys. But you don't actually see anything they're running from, but you can in the distance see, like on the horizon, what seems to be a bit of flames. The dull orange glow of flame.
Mm,
Orange glow flames.
I would try to take to the roofs, and make my way there.
All right. And Tally and Lorzad, you guys are going to stick to the ground, or are you going to follow?
Yeah, I don't like roofs.
Okay.
They have a tendency to not remain underneath me when I run across them.
That's a good point.
How much bugbears weigh?
A lot.
Fair enough.
Okay. See, at Cascard, as you are on the roof, you can actually, even without your perception, you can see what looks like a fairly large group of people trying to, run into the town. It's kind of far, but that's what you see. You can't really tell much more than that. But you do see flames. You do actually see there is a fire.
That definitely sounds like Ulrich.
Right. So Um, so, Captain, I think I think I should go in there and try and stop whatever's doing this, if that's all right.
I always forget words. Yeah.
Words. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, I'll draw them out, and you two can ambush. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to rush in to wherever this thing, whatever's causing this ruckus, in the hopes of finding out what it is.
Okay. So as you do get closer, um, looking down like streets and alleys, you can basically see what is a whole bunch of, for lack of a better way to put them, bandits. And when I say a whole bunch, I mean like they're almost filling the streets and setting, fire to houses on their way.
Right. I mean, can you give me a little bit better description of what these bandits look like?
I mean, just like leather, uh, clothes.
Okay.
Sorry, I was trying to figure out the way to word. Basically, they're relatively, geared.
They're in
A
gimp
lot,
suits.
a lot of them are wearing like leather armor. Most of them have either a sword or a spear and a bow on their back. They're like really surprisingly outfitted, considering you can see at least 20 just from one street. And from the
Okay.
noises coming, around you, there's probably a lot more.
Right.
And
Okay.
they're mostly human.
Mostly human.
There's the occasional dwarf and elf and stuff. No elves, actually, just dwarves, halflings.
Okay. Um. So, seeing this, Lorzad obviously knows that there's got to be somebody that's leading these people. So he's going to try to pick out whoever he thinks is currently leading this group in front of him, and he's going to charge ambush that guy.
Okay. Can you give me? I guess it'd be an investigation.
Investigation. Okay. I figured it'd be that or insight, but doesn't matter.
From the guys you see now, they all seem to be like not barking orders at anyone. They're just mostly just, doing their fun pillaging things. So you don't see a leader.
Okay. So what exactly are they pillaging? They're just like, are they attacking people? Or are they just burning?
They're not really attacking people, actually. They're attacking people who run up and try and fight, but not many people are doing that. There's, a number.
Yeah.
For the most part, they seem like they're looking for something.
Are they like breaking into buildings and stuff and searching
Yeah,
kind of thing?
exactly.
Okay.
They're like, they're not even leaving with a lot of items when they leave a building.
They're just searching for something. Okay. That changes my initial thoughts. So now, rather than charging into it, I want to basically kind of grab one of these guys and like drag him away from his buddies, preferably
Halfling.
sneakily.
Grab a halfling.
Um, actually, I would prefer to grab an elf. My last choice would be to grab a dwarf.
Yeah, I actually misspoke. There's actually no.
Oh, Took says no elves, so I will grab
Human?
See, I don't think halflings would know much, so I guess it's gonna have to be a human. So I guess it really doesn't matter. I'm just going to grab somebody the guy who I think would be the easiest to bagnap and pull somewhere for questioning.
Okay, yeah, give me a stealth again.
Stealth again. Okay,
Just see if you remain hidden when you swipe.
it's all right. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, it takes you a few minutes, and you just find one that's alone, swipe them, and take them off.
Okay.
And he's more surprised than anything, so he yells, but doesn't
Well, I
do
would
much.
prefer he didn't do that, but
In the commotion, no one really notices. So.
yeah. But yeah, I'm just gonna drag him. And by drag, I mean probably like one hand him and pull him over to someplace where I can ask him some questions. And this is just gonna be a real quick interrogation. What are you looking for? Why are you burning houses? Just give me all your important information.
Okay, so he doesn't take much to spill the beans. They're looking for magic users. That's a shock, right? But they're looking for magic users. They're burning down houses to try and attract attention, specifically to get the magic users over here. And what was your other question?
Just give me all your information, pretty much.
That's pretty much all of it. They're just doing it because that's what the boss said.
I'm
All right,
very
where's
concerned.
boss? Who's
He-
boss?
Give me the intimidation. Because I'm guessing you're trying to intimidate him.
Oh yeah, very much.
Yeah.
If he doesn't start answering my questions, I'm gonna literally start asking questions.
He does not answer,
I
but we're gonna
hate you so much.
we're gonna put a pause real quick
Okay.
to look over at the top group.
All right. Move C to my crew, and Ostro, do you have Longstrider prepped?
No.
God damn it, Ostro. Like, what else are you doing with your first level slots? Like, seriously. Don't say cure wounds. We don't want to get hurt.
Shield. Expeditious retreats.
Shield's auto. No, we're just right. It's not anymore. Is it?
No, it is for me. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
auto for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember what all I chose and why.
Just gonna give you that look. Okay, but movement speed. Vargash, Graves. Graves' kitty, 30 plus mega
Yeah.
dash.
Yep.
30. Just 30.
Want me to go ahead and use expeditious retreat?
I can get us all, but I can't get our
Cats.
pets. Yeah. Which
Yeah.
don't
Well, their
know-
speed is 40, so.
Okay, good. That way we keep up with them then. Clap my hands and bop, 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 long strider to everybody. Wait, if I long strider at second level, does that target extra? I don't remember. Yes. I'll pop my two second level spell slots. And long strider, the four of us, so we can sprint a little faster. For the next hour, you have an extra 10 movement speed. Because that's a lot of fire.
Yeah. I didn't notice that on the map before.
You'll also know that's where that really nice restaurant was.
Oh, I
Son
get it.
of a bitch.
He's doing it for the insurance.
I am so upset with you right now.
Really? That's what gets you upset? But
I said I was pissed about the axing a question as well.
Hey, there's a reason they call them hand axes.
really, what?
We're
Out
running.
of
We're
everything over the
sprinting.
years,
We're
asking
sprinting.
a question is what gets you.
So the closer you get to the commotion, the thicker the crowds. But you do eventually get to. Sorry, rather you run into a group of. Well, actually, what's your path? I apologize because it does matter.
So where's the source of the screaming? Is it where
The
Callie
fire
and
is.
crew are, or is it where the fire is?
It's where the fire is.
Then we are just straight beelining towards the fire, cutting across that open area. By the way, that's okay. I will say they just shifted.
I forgot to move them. Sorry.
Okay. So yeah, basically straight out the ship to hey fire, we're going that way.
Okay. So if you're going like around the walls, right outside the wall.
Yes.
Okay. You like very quickly once you leave the like main building, you start to realize there's a lot of people out here moving towards the town. And by a lot, I'm talking like in the hundreds plus.
All bandits?
They seem to be bandits.
Holy crap.
They don't see you guys yet, but
Whereabouts? Like in our
Yeah,
current immediate area or in the big open area?
kind of like this area.
Okay. New plan, Graves. You're gonna have a lot of digging to do.
Oh, hello.
Hit and run tactics. I have a feeling that this city is coming under siege. Let's make a name for ourselves, boys and girl. Any objections?
Nope.
Vargash? Like as
Nuh-uh.
like sprint conversation.
I'm good. Fine. Sounds good.
Poor Lizard's not used to going that just extra little burst. So sorry, Astral, that your melee. It's
I do have ranged options.
okay. Literally, the plan is to hit and try and draw them up towards the river.
Got ya.
As many as we can. We, in theory, move faster than they do. A horse would be really fucking nice right now, but we don't have that. Looks at Iron Defender, complains that I'm not a halfling.
I imagine both Frederick and
It's like-
Prototype just go like, "How is this our fault?"
Because I mean, think about it. That's one less long strider we would have had to do. Do we know if there's stables nearby?
You don't know, actually. I don't believe you ever looked at the stable.
Eyes open for horses, hit and run. Good, go.
What about
And
horse?
break.
Okay.
Actually, don't break. Breaking's how we get killed.
And stay relatively close within your healer's range, air quotes, which is touch.
Yeah, having my own heals.
So I have 120 range. With a repeating shot, and that's when I plan to start taking my shots.
I'm the same with Firebolt.
Oh, I'm sorry. Vargosh and Grave specifically. I forgot to say you do actually see a rather large-ish creature flying in the air.
Ah. We'll
What kind of creature? Can I see that far?
Not really. It's kind of hard to tell. It's large-ish.
Is it nighttime?
It's getting towards evening. It's probably not a dragon.
Is it a fiendish winged creature by chance?
It's probably not a dragon.
Does it have barbs?
It's probably not a barbs. Can they fly?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, no, they can't. You're fine.
Okay.
So anyway, you're gonna try and do like hit and run once you get in range of people. Is that what my
Right.
understanding is?
Bare minimum range, or bare maximum range.
Yeah.
Start plunking shots.
So the plan is to distract these guys long enough to lead them away, basically.
Try and pull them toward the river. Try and pull them away from the walls until we figure out what the hell's going on. This looks like an army, is best I'm getting.
Okay, yeah. Could you guys roll your range attacks?
So what? Where are we in relation? Like, are they like assaulting a gate that's closed, or like are they just banging on the walls, or are they like climbing the walls? Like, what's going on exactly?
They're moving towards the walls, but they seem to have gotten to where the fire is.
Downside of being unprotected areas.
Yeah.
Oh, don't we have extra attack now? Yes.
Sick.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. People who get that would get that by now.
Yes.
Nice. Fargosh and Graves, do you guys have a range thing you're gonna throw?
I have a thing I'm going to do. I'm going to. She throws a spear. Okay.
Okay.
I want to wait a second for everybody else to do their thing. Like, just wait, like 2 seconds, and then I'm going to get my attack off last. Try to, and I'm going to cast a spell and try to aim it at the weakest point that the bandits seem to be assaulting in one long 50-foot wide burst. Wind wall.
Okay. Just draw wherever you want the wall to be.
So what are all these boxes here? Are these just
The boxes are basically where the bandits are.
okay? I don't know how big this wall is. Let me try to think.
Good points.
50 feet.
No, I know my wind wall's 50 feet, but I'm talking about the wall around the city, like how big this map is in relation. Like I really don't know like what I'm looking at, but I guess
What's meters to feet?
try to do it
3.
like that, I guess.
3 feet to a meter.
I think that's probably my best bet. What do you think, Mutt? Does that look good? Might warrant.
Depends on the scaling of the map here. Because again, these are buildings. A building, it's typically 10, 15. 20.
Yeah, because pretty much like if you see one of those small square houses, that's about 50 feet. On
A
this.
house is 50 feet?
Basically, you can go across one.
No, I take it back. Yeah.
I
One
hate
full
that.
square is about 50 feet.
Disconnecting. God.
Oh,
Stop
no.
it.
No,
I-
that's about right.
how?
About 50 feet.
I live in a bad connection zone.
Well, stop it.
Wait, so how many bandits are there?
A lot.
At least hundreds.
Hundreds. Okay.
And
I'm just
it's-
going to do it across the main gate. I guess makes sense. Wherever the main gate is, I do it right across the main gate.
So it's worth noting you are the icon up north.
Well,
You're up here.
do you let us know that that's something you want to do? Because we'll get you in range.
Where am I? I don't see me.
We're the north duo icon. Where there's a million people.
Oh,
shooting
okay.
off.
Okay, I gotcha.
We're nowhere
Wait,
near
did
there
we?
yet.
Okay. Are we heading in that direction or are we leaving that direction?
Well, the plan was to double back and try and pull stuff back towards like where our ship and everything is.
Well, I'm going to do that whenever if we get the ship's right there. I'm just kind of confused what's going on really. But,
Okay. Do you relay this in character that you have a
Sure.
plan? All right.
I have a plan. Yeah.
South to the gate. We'll cut inside of the wall and try and do it from in there. Because
Okay.
we've already started popping shots, so I don't know if we've got attention our way or not. If we don't have attention, we're good. We'll find out.
You seem to. As the first round of volleys go out, and then Vargoch tells you the plan, you do notice that at least some people are looking at you.
Looking back down from the iron sights, couldn't see that 6 seconds ago. 6 seconds. God damn it! Run!
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, now we're gonna swap back over to Lord Zada asking the guy a question, and Kassakar up on the roof. Talia and Kassakar, real quick, what is your plan? As more of the bandits are moving in through the.
So, have I noticed the bandits?
Yes. Yeah, and
Well.
especially now that you're on the roof, you can definitely tell by now that they're bandits and they are lighting things on fire. And they do seem to be taking the occasional hostage.
Well.
And basically the hostage are getting carried out of the place.
Well, the original plan was going to be interesting. I think this now correlates to fun. As he'd hop down and try to hop down on someone and just starts having some fun.
Okay.
Punching.
Roll me them
Oh,
punches.
dude, that could be taken so many ways. You better clarify.
Yeah.
Okay, so the guy you start punching, just from the first punch, like the weight of you landing on him and then punching him in the head, he crumbles under you.
Does he have any weaponry on him?
Yeah, he has a sword and a bow. Also, his friends notice you.
I tilt my head and do I see any kind of identifying marker on him? Like a tattoo or like something
that is
signifying?
a good question. Give me a perception.
Oh no. Oh, that's fine.
Is it the black or red sash gang again that we encountered before? In a different game?
The Black Sash Gang.
Okay. And also, what's your AC?
My AC?
Yeah.
Well, I see that. And as they're looking at me, I kneel down and just rip it off.
The tattoo?
Yes.
But what's your AC?
My AC is 16.
GM, where is this tattoo at?
It is on his arm.
Okay. Just needed to know. what he was ripping off.
What are the? I guess give me an attack roll.
Say, is he like trying to rip their arm off? Strength check to rip the socket out?
I think he's trying to
I
just
think
take
he's
the
trying
tattoo.
to just like skin him.
I'm going to take the marker he has that shows what shows his allegiance.
Okay, well, yeah, you rip it out, that chunk of his skin, and then you get hit by an arrow. For 11 damage.
Ow, that was uncalled for.
You ripped his tattoo off.
I think that was completely called for, actually.
You killed their friend. and
It
ripped
wasn't
his
from. It wasn't even from a bandit. It was from an adventurer who's just like, dude, that's not cool.
Hey, I specifically asked for the bandits pillaging.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about the guy who shot you. Was like, dude,
No, it
not
wasn't.
cool.
It was another bandit.
Oh wait. I have a thing. I realized.
You're a monk.
I have.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I have. Where is it? Deflect missile.
missiles.
Okay, yeah, roll it.
Hey.
Oh, you caught the missile. You cut the arrow.
I can throw it back. If you spin a key.
Seems fine. I'll spend the key. It's only one, right? Yeah.
Ranged attack with
Do I have-
proficiency.
My only ranged attack is.
It's your normal attack roll.
Okay.
Okay, well, the bandit that shot you with the arrow crumbled under his own arrow.
Hello. My name is Kassakar.
And the other two bandits turn and take off. So, you say, no, we're not doing this shit.
Fucking monk bullshit. We're out. We're done. Fuck this.
And
We
they,
didn't get paid to deal with monks.
yeah,
We were told wizards.
switching real quick. Tally, what is your doing?
What is you doing? I love it.
I'm just gonna move my token over to the thing because I'm using it to track my health.
Yeah, that's fine.
So round here.
Can I see the bandits dragging off people?
Give me a perception, because Kaskar saw it because he was on the. And I'm pretty sure he didn't say anything about.
No, he just kind of in the moment just said, "Ooh, this is more interesting."
So yeah, as you're like watching the chaos unfold, you do happen to notice one basically grab a young lady and just start dragging her off as she's like trying to get out of his grasp.
Okay, I'm gonna aim at the bandit. I don't think there's. I don't remember how sneak attack works. Would it apply to a?
Well, first of all, I believe you have to be. Oh no, wait, you don't have to be sneaking. Never mind. That's a different edition.
If I use my short bow of, yeah, that's right. There's range. 80 feet. Is he within 80 feet?
You were kind of hidden in an alley, if I remember.
Also, the lady should count as an enemy of the enemy.
Yeah, I don't remember how sneak attack works.
If you catch them by surprise or have an ally adjacent to them,
Not an ally, an enemy of the enemy.
An enemy of the enemy. That's perfectly fine. adjacent to them, you get your sneak attack damage added on to normal damage
So in this case, you would definitely have it.
for the first attack that hits.
That's fine, I only got one attack.
You do have advantage.
Oh.
Because he is very surprised. And that is enough to hit. And you pin the guy to the wall.
And bonus action would just be to hide again.
Okay. And the lady just takes off running towards the center of town. Lorzai,
Yes.
he's not answering you.
What did I ask him?
His boss's name.
That's right. He didn't. He's not answering. All right. So I'm gonna grab his wrist and like hold it up against the wall that I've got him pinned on, and I'm gonna pull out my hand axe, and I'm gonna say, "Do you know why they call this a hand axe?"
Because you use it in your hand?
And I'm gonna ask you one more time. Who's your boss?
One moment.
That pause was too long. Uh, I'm not gonna try to take the whole hand. But possibly a couple fingers.
Oh. Okay.
I feel like there should be some sort of bonus to intimidation.
I mean, you definitely get at least his pinky finger. And probably more. He's like, his name's Klein.
Klein?
Let me go. I need that hand. That's my writing hand.
He's a writer.
You got the one guy who's been moonlighting at the Bards College, trying so fucking hard to get out of this life.
Hold on. I know for a fact.
He just writes chapbooks of trashy romance novels.
Lazar's
my
not very
God.
smart, but he knows you don't need a pinky to write.
But he doesn't want to lose the rest of the hand. I'll tell you whatever you want. Just let me go.
Where's your boss?
I don't know. He's trying to get away.
Yeah.
And he fails horribly. Oh jeez.
Insight. Do I think he knows?
He seems to be telling you the truth.
That he doesn't know where his boss is?
Yeah.
I don't know. Something seems fishy. Um. Right. I don't got any more questions, but I'm taking you back to the captain. Because maybe she does. 'Cause she's smarter. Because there are several questions I want to ask, but I don't think Razad's smart to ask them.
Alrighty. He doesn't fight you. You won.
Well, it's a good thing because
So we're gonna swap over to the other party real quick.
yeah.
You guys' plan was running into the town.
Okay. God, I hate splitting our numbers any further. Austro, you and Frederick with Vargash, get him to the gate, get it closed off. Just basically don't stop dashing until you're there. If he feels he can seal that gate up, get him there.
Got ya.
Graves, let's have some fun, huh? Are you out of spears? Because I've got a short bow.
Oh, I got like 8 of them.
Why? That's in character, by the way. Why?
I am
I
going
had
to
money on them.
cast heroism at 2nd level on both Took and Graves. Good luck up there. 5 temp HP and immune to fear.
Wonderful. Look at
5 temp HP each turn.
Oh.
This sounds really good.
Is it concentration?
Yeah. But
Then don't.
we shouldn't get hit.
So yeah.
Okay.
You two hustle.
Yeah.
Because I don't have time to fetch. Fair, Graves. Fair. Anyone that seems to break away and chase after the shaman and Austro, those are going to be the primary targets as far as shooting goes. But otherwise, just popping shots downrange and using our using long strider to keep the distance.
So as you keep, oh yeah, go ahead and roll it first. See if you kill anyone.
So I assume we are just running.
That's if y'all follow orders.
Yeah.
Okay. So Graves, you actually see your spear specifically, like, manage to impale it. Good job. He's still running with it, but he's got it, sticking in his stomach.
While you're there, toss it back.
No. And Took, you also managed to shoot 2 of them.
And they're still up and running.
Yes. And it's also worth noting as you look, it was a bigger chunk that noticed than you maybe would have hoped for.
Nah, it's fine.
A big section of them, probably like 40.
I grab the cat by the scruff and start running north.
47
I
to be.
prepared to throw more spears.
47. Okay.
And from what you can tell, none of them are going, other than the ones that were already going in that, but they're more like going down and just mainly going to the wall. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Other than them, you don't see any of them split off and go towards the shaman. And
Okay.
Wait, are we wanting to split the party or no?
Yes. You,
Okay.
me, and my cat. We are going to the wall.
Okay.
You said you can seal the gate. We're trying to keep people off of you.
Okay.
You can move 80 feet around. If we stop to shoot, we can't.
Okay.
And with that, you guys actually make it to that wall.
Yeah, at that point I will cast Wind Wall on the gate.
You're
Well, not
on this
on the
gate?
gate, but like right in front, right in front of the.
This one here.
Probably right there since that's closest to where we are.
Okay. Can you push the button for Windwall again? It's off my screen. Awesome. The gate is sealed. And the people who were running towards the gate trying to get in are kind of annoyed.
I will say, I think, how big is the gate? Is it more than 50 feet wide?
It's probably right around like 35 to.
Okay, if it's 35, I want to get it like put us between the wind wall and the gate, and then cast it and do it like kind of like a semicircle, like a little curve to it, so they won't be targeting us and be like, oh, just target them, you're fine.
So you're in the gate, hiding behind it.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll show you can move your token down there. Anything else for you two?
I got nothing.
It is also worth noting if you turn and look back, you notice the, large amount going to where you guys were, back towards your ship. There's a lot of sirens going on right now.
Yeah.
Do any of them try to get through?
I mean, there's a
before
fire.
they like, do you even try to get through? Or they just see, oh, it's a wall, it's a wind. Like, it's just wind, it's not, an actual physical. Well, it is a physical wall, but it's kind of transparent. Probably. It's
So
mostly
far,
wind.
none of the bandits have tried yet. They're not there yet.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I thought you said you're talking
We
about
are a lot faster than the bandits right
Gotcha.
Like 2.5 times, almost 3 times. So
Okay.
all right, Kaskar, you're alone next to a burning building.
Did I see where those bandits went?
Probably towards the main road, where all the other bandits are.
By the way, I just realized wind wall only lasts for a minute.
Yeah.
I don't know if they know that.
That's a minute they can't get in.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Plus, I guess I can recast it if I need to.
I will make my way towards the main road. Kind of high on the spirit of the hunt.
Okay. Yeah, when you get to the main road, you immediately see about 6 or 7, with the 2 that you had run away from you being like, oh my god, you won't believe what we just saw.
Hello again. It's quite rude to leave in the middle of a conversation.
That's him. Get him out of here. Kill him.
Dodge action.
Thought all the adventurers were supposed to be out of here.
Save your tattoos.
How does dodge work?
They have disadvantage to hit me.
Oh. Yeah, you have 3 arrows just miss you. You managed to dodge them all. Specifically, you managed to dodge them all.
Oh, that wasn't very nice.
And one of them actually takes back off down the street to get help, while the rest, who did not fire, which is 3 of them, pull out their swords. If you guys want, everyone can go ahead and roll initiative. I'm getting confused.
Yeah, seems about time.
Oh.
Where is my?
Top right.
Yeah, I got him.
I don't think my token is on the screen.
If it's on your character sheet, you can drag it off for the GM.
Oh, can we? Okay, I thought it was only something GM.
You can drag it off. You can't resize it.
Got My token is the Lizard Man from Legend of Grimlock, which is a Steam game, a rather cheap Steam game.
I think I have that.
Classic dungeon crawler.
Pretty fun one.
It's all right.
It didn't add tally for some reason.
May not have her token clicked. Just click her and click Control U. Don't know why.
Okay. So, real quick before we go into actual initiative, I forgot that I skipped over to. This is why I was getting confused. Lorzad and Tally,
Yep.
believe you were bringing a hostage?
Informant. It's only a hostage if they don't come willingly. I'm pretty sure I've convinced him that it's in his best interest to come and tell the captain everything. The more he leaves out, the more I take off.
Well, how are you supposed to know he leaves things out?
What do you want to know?
Felipe, I'll know.
I told you everything. What else do you want?
I wish I was smarter. There's information I want that I know he's not smart enough to know he needs. But I will take him to her, and realizing that our guy up top has kind of run off, I will try to catch up with him.
Okay. Well, Tally, what do you want to ask him?
I'll be entirely honest, I have no idea.
Who does number 2 work for?
Who is number 2?
Can I go? I told everything. I promise. I'll leave.
What was the name he gave again?
Klein.
Yeah, Klein.
What the fuck is my wolf doing?
Klein.
Yeah,
It
Nora
literally
thinks
means little in German.
What about your wolf?
Tall's previous Wednesday campaign, I had a pet
Yeah,
wolf named
wolf
Klein.
named Klein.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Ah.
Fucker went and raised an army and everything? God damn, Klein.
Good dog. Good dog.
No!
Ryan only accidentally shot him once. That shouldn't have been enough of a trigger for him to
Wolf,
go
wolf.
rogue.
Find the wizards.
Oh.
Bard accidentally shoots you one time.
Yeah, nearly kills him. Oh wait, he did die because of that.
Yeah.
He got better.
Apparently, he's running armies now.
And Lorzad, for what it's worth, you do eventually come to the same street where Casakar is.
All right.
You basically snuck up behind 6 bandits who are looking at him.
Okay.
And that's what we'll pick up on your.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Well, I know what I want to do on my initiative.
So, Austriel,
Yes.
it's your turn.
Nothing around here that I see, right?
You do see bandits like making their way towards the gate, but they're not in a rush. And then you do see bandits heading in the direction of your ship.
North.
how far away are the bandits from me headed towards the gate?
Probably still like another 100 feet or so.
I'm gonna try to plink them with firebolts, since they are magic,
Okay.
and I assume wouldn't be affected by wind ball.
I don't think so.
Because all it says is creatures can't pass through.
Says
Arrows, bolts, and
Arrows,
other
bolts.
ordinary projectiles. Crossbow bolts, I assume.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen?
That.
Well, yeah, that.
So you shoot the thing into the wall and just immediately just torpedoes straight up.
Huh.
Okay, we need you to learn flare.
yeah, that was always the intention. Flare.
So yeah, you send a flare up. Anything else for you?
And that's action. I got nothing for bonus, so I'm good.
Okay. So Graves, you're currently with Took running away from 47 bandits.
If there's any in front of us, I keep throwing spears at them.
Well, they're behind you. Because I believe you're running away from them, yeah?
The best backpedaling you've ever seen. Just S-kiting like a season 2 road.
Hey, because I've gotten these kittens, I've caught them actually squeezing under the door to escape. So I know that cats are very flexible.
Hey,
So
all right.
Graves is going to turn around, very, very flexible, and throw spears.
Okay.
A little flexible. Okay, I have 5 more.
It hits the dirt. Anything else for you?
Not for now.
Run.
I assumed.
Well,
You know,
yeah, we never stop.
so you are able, like I said, you're outrunning the horde of bandits coming. So it's fine. How long does this spell last?
An hour.
Oh, you're good for a while. Fargotch.
She's good for at least 3 hours. As long as I have to cast nothing else.
Yeah, you guys are staying out of their range, is my understanding.
Vargash?
Mm-hmm.
Your turn.
Okay, are there any bandits approaching the wind wall?
Yeah, they're about 100 feet from you right now. They're not running quickly. They're just kind of making their way.
Or is there perhaps 2 of them 60 feet from me?
Yeah, sure.
16 16 dexterity saving throw for 4 acid damage to 2 targets.
You
they
hit.
they have to be within 5 feet of each other. I just realized that.
That's fine. You
Okay.
hit one of them.
Okay.
So one of them takes 4 damage, and he's like, oh, God.
Gets burned by acid.
Anything else for you?
Oh, I'm sorry. The damage increases by 1d6 when you reach.
Oh, give me
2d6
another
total.
d6. God could potentially kill it.
Another 6.
You killed him. The one you hit, he just starts melting on the ground.
And what'd you say, Mutt?
I was saying 2d6 total, and then I gave you a little clap as you vomited acid on the grid. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
So very lizard man. Just
Anything else for you?
That's it. Try to stay behind the wall and maintain this wind wall here.
Jessica. Jessica.
you're disconnected again.
Darn it.
I mean, if you just talk crap about him for the next couple of seconds, I'm sure he just reappears. It's kind of how it's been working.
Yeah, but then I'll feel mean.
You'll feel mean rather than just being mean.
Then again, he did give me like what felt like the most one-sided Blood Bowl game I've had. That felt so rough, like for the first half. It was just jeez.
I'm just glad no one was around to spectate Scorgan's game with me. That was painful.
Good.
Less painful than I was expecting it to be. What, 10 armor
I'm
breaks?
glad it was painful.
It was like 13 or something. Average, like just over 1 per turn.
13 what now? Injury?
Armor breaks.
Armor breaks.
I see.
Yeah, I guess some pretty messed up players now. Or a pretty messed up player.
Tall, are you there?
I'm here.
Oh,
Sorry about that. I disconnected for a bit again.
Yeah, that's what we thought. It's your turn.
Okay. So what did I miss?
A bugbear arrived.
Yeah, your bugbear friend is there. He's behind the enemies, and also Vargoth melted a guy with acid. You didn't see that, but
Well, do I at least see the bugbear?
yeah, he's behind the people who aren't looking at.
Well, that was fun. Would you like fun? As I project my voice loud enough so Lord Zod can hear me. He's not there, is he?
I don't know.
Lorzod is here, but
he's just there, and you're like, I had the element of surprise, damn it.
But it's not my turn.
5 words.
All right, fine. Kasakar would, seeing as he does have some kind of backup, at least that he knows, would rush in and see about taking out as many of these people as possible. I do have to ask, are they kind of clustered?
They're kind of clustered. They're about 5 to 10 feet from each other. That's a big difference. Most are about 5 feet, and then 2 of them are 10 feet from the other.
Okay, so because of the monk subclass that I grabbed, I have burning hands. How many can I get in a burning hands radius?
What's a burning his hands radius?
Did I type this in
cone?
correctly? I did not type that in correctly. Balls. Arg. I'll pull out the cards.
You can hit 3.
Okay, so I was clicking that mainly for to see if I actually typed that in. So I believe I actually have to go punching first, but then I can do that with key afterwards. So rush in, punch 1,
That will hit.
punch 2,
That'll also hit.
and I will use because I can empower this with key points to get up in levels. Right. I'll use 2 key to make it a level 2.
Okay.
Burning hands.
So that's what, 3d6? I mean, 4d6?
I think so.
Or is it 5d6?
God damn it! I took out the cards and put them back and taken them out again.
Cards?
I have spell cards at my disposal.
Rather than
and I find them easier to sift through than clicking.
Burning hands.
Burning hands.
Increases 1d6 per.
1d6, and it is 3d6 at beginning, so it would be 4d6.
When you say spell cards, is that like a physical thing you
Yes.
have?
Uh-huh.
Yes. Yes.
Cool.
They have them for pretty much every class.
Yeah, so I will crack a man in the head. If he's not down, crack him again, and then just kind of project my hands out and burning hands at level 2. And then one more d6. Because I can't type that in, or at least I don't know how to macro.
Okay. So you managed to murder one with your 2 punches. And then you said you're going to just burning your hands the rest?
I will try to get as many as I can in the swath.
Yeah, so you can get about another 3. And is it half on save or no save?
Half on save, because it is a leveled spell.
So yeah, 2 more of them go down and one's on fire.
I like your fire.
I don't. Oh, sorry. You incapacitate with death one of them, not murder. My apology. Anything else for you?
No, that'll be my turn.
Telly.
So I'm just drawing absolutely all the blanks on questions. Or even what to do with the guy.
You could just kill him and move on.
But that requires work.
That's true.
What is he wielding?
Nothing now. He's missing a finger and a half.
He's wielding a cut open hand.
Those can be dangerous. I really don't know what to do with him, so if he stays, he stays. If he leaves, I might not hit him.
Yeah, then he gets up and just starts sprinting away from you. The first chance he gets.
Is there anyone else going for more people?
You don't see anyone specifically grabbing any people, but the fire is starting to get closer to where you are now, and you do notice, in general, more bandits streaming in and around here.
I think it's time to leave, guys.
Well, I mean, the 2 people that were here have, like, run off to go murder, I guess.
They definitely abandoned you.
I'd say more diverted resources to something more imminent.
Totally abandoned.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm really super out of it, and
You're fine.
I don't have a clue what I do.
Do you want to hold your turn?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Lorza,
Okay.
you're directly behind a guy that's on fire and he's not looking at you at all.
Yeah, but he's on fire.
Yeah.
But he's got friends that aren't on fire.
He has 2 friends.
Oh,
They're
I
not
thought you
on
said
fire.
there were 10 of them to start.
There were 7. 1 ran off, and 3 have just died.
3 have just. So there's only 2 left
Yeah, that are not on fire.
that are not on fire. Gotcha. Let me ask you. Did those 2 see me?
They don't. They're
Okay.
not paying attention to you at all. They're looking
All right.
at the murder monk.
That sounds like I could probably surprise attack one of them. So I'm just going to the first guy that I hit. I just want to hit him right on top of the head with my hammer.
Okay.
Oh,
Now hold
shit.
on. That's not all.
Oh
Oh,
my.
shit.
I critted this, so that doubles that dice as well. So that's an additional 46.
Just way to show off.
All right, so how does he die?
21 damage?
I would like to think that I just basically like turned him into a human turtle.
Just
Gar, so good to see you.
just one moment he's there, everything's fine. Next moment he's
Yeah,
just
just like I just hit him right on top of the helm, I'm assuming, and just like the head disappears into the torso.
oh,
Wow.
At that point, I don't care what the body does
fair.
because I still have another attack for his friend. And he gets the battle axe.
Dual wielding?
Yep,
Nice.
Warhammer battle axe. That's how
Okay.
Morgod does it.
Well, you kill this one too.
Yeah. And then being that there's like no other targets, he will use his offhand attack to go ahead and just hammer his bonus action attack to hammer the guy on fire, just to kind of put him out of his misery.
Okay.
Leave them intact. They have something I would like.
None of them are intact anymore.
Yeah.
Well. Can't quite blame you, can I?
It's
Informing
great
you
too,
after the
because
fact.
at the end there, the only person who even noticed you was the guy that was on fire. And it was
Yeah.
way after the fact.
And to his comment about leaving them intact, Lorzad will tell him that you could do whatever you want with the bodies. The heads are mine.
I leave the wrists. They have a tattoo. They seem to all be part of an organization. Or at least the one I
Tattoo.
found. And I hold up the piece of flesh with the tattoo.
Right. Lorzad will look to see if they all have a tattoo, or one of the ones, the turtle guy, if he's got a tattoo.
Oh, crunk.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
does,
that
He
poor
does.
man.
and it matches the tattoo that Cassicar showed you.
Yeah. It matches the human parchment that he has.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. I mean that it's writing, so the Lorzad doesn't care about that. But he will make a note of where these bodies are because he needs the heads for later. And
I look down at the turtle man and it's like, you seem to have ruined that one for yourself.
that's what you think.
I just see him like claw it out. It's like, oh, I thought I was vicious.
Yeah.
Anything else for you?
I'm pretty sure there's more that we should.
Shall we?
Yes.
Yes.
So, an arrow shoots by your head, Lorzad. It misses.
Okay.
And looking to the west, where all the fire is, which it's getting pretty smoky around here, you notice another group on their way.
They're coming towards us.
Yeah,
I like it when they don't run away.
and with them is a small kind of winged creature that's kind of floating above, yelling at them. Do you guys have Infernal?
I
Yo.
have languages. I'm sure, but I have none listed.
I have the opposite.
All you should have Infernal as a tiefling.
I do. That's I went yo, but
I thought you said no.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, you see this winged creature over them, basically yelling at them to get rid of these two and get back to work, more or less. And another group is running at you. They're still kind of a distance away, so they don't get to you yet. And by a group, I mean there's probably like 12. There's a lot. And all of their arrows miss all of you. Lucky ducks. Took.
All right.
You're still being followed.
Yeah. Not making a beeline for the ship because it's way more than I want to bring that way. Tim, God, I hope you're okay. Poor guy. I was just trying to have a drink. We're going to try and redirect Graves to a more northwardly skirt along that road. And specifically at this point, trying to shoot because apparently we got biggins chasing us. Ones that have already been injured to try and start dropping them. So unless my target drops, it's going to be the same target twice before I
Okay.
run. So 23 for 15.
Your target drops.
Okay. And second attack, 12 for 16.
That target drops as well.
Okay. And then just keep running and running and running and running.
One moment, sorry.
Kind of yelling at Graves. You know what would be really cool right now? A necromancer would be really useful right about now.
I think I need like 8 minutes to bring some of them back, and we're kind of running.
8 minutes or a minute?
1 minute.
Why does no one take freaking Dance Macabre?
Because we aren't high enough level for it yet.
I know. Trust me, I know.
As if I didn't already think about that, and then I saw it was casting time of 1 minute. It's like, man, can't just snap my fingers and they pop up.
So what you're saying is, if I could buy you time,
Yes.
how close to him do you need to be?
Just 10 feet.
Oh no! Fuck that! Keep running.
That's what I thought. If you want protection, you need to give me time.
Okay, sorry about that.
That's alright.
So Austria,
Okay,
the
so
bandits have gotten quite a bit closer, and the closer they get, the more you notice that it is again. It's a very large group, dozens. Like it's a couple spurts closer to you, the ones you saw, and then behind them are dozens.
okay, I'm gonna continue trying to get through the wind wall with firebolts.
Okay. You managed to hit one
Yay!
and kill.
Yay!
Yay!
And I will say to Frederick, if any get through that wall, have fun.
Alrighty. Graves.
Scroll back up and check most spells. Had to go all the way down to my level 3. Now I'm gonna do some cantrips. I'm gonna do a chill touch, which I didn't realize until now is actually ranged.
Yeah, it gets everyone at least once.
And I have an extra thing for being a death cleric that it can target a second creature within 5 feet of it. So I'm gonna try to get 2 of them.
That's right.
That will hit.
And keep running.
Keep running.
I couldn't make an actual zombie, but second best thing. Skeleton hand pops up.
So do you want to move your token to where you? Thank you.
Basically, the plan is sort of follow along the road there.
Are you trying to circle kind of around the band?
Not intentionally, but it's like maybe we're basically don't want to lead them back to the ship in that big of a group.
That is fair.
It's like 3 or 4. We don't really. No, we don't have any ship weapons.
My gosh.
Austral,
Okay, so
we need ship weapons.
the gate is open, right? It's not a closed gate, right?
It is not closed. In fact, you don't see a means of it closing.
Okay. So Vargosh gets a sudden look of realization on his face, and he says, made mistake. Run! And begins running into the city.
Where in the city are you trying to run to?
The vans are approaching the gate, right? The wind wall, right? That's
Yes.
okay.
They haven't gotten to it yet, but they're on their.
Okay. Let's see. Down this pathway.
Okay. So basically, towards where the Adventures Guild is.
Yeah.
I think I marked it with an A on there somewhere.
The mistake, by the way, is that for those that didn't read the description, it only says when you cast the spell, it does damage to creatures in the area. And it says small or smaller creatures can't pass through. I didn't think about that. I was thinking, creatures that try to pass through will take damage.
Oh.
But no, only when it appears. I did not realize that.
Good to know. Thank you.
Yeah, but you assume bandits would know.
Well, they can't shoot arrows through, so that's good. And in fair, any halflings wouldn't be able to pass through. You're laughing, but that's honest the
Hey!
truth.
Yeah, no, I'm for it.
Jessica.
Take out a fifth of their army.
He would see. I believe we have some company coming towards us, correct? Or are they moving the other way?
They're coming towards you from the fire.
How many of them are there?
About 12, and you do see, like I said, you see that winged figure of over yelling orders at them.
Hmm.
It's a large creature, by the way. The winged creature.
Oh, I thought you said small. I was like, oh, it's an imp. But no, large.
Did I say
Okay.
small? I meant large. My bad.
Oh, yeah, because
You might
I
have not
like-
said. I could be
I
confused.
was like, my first thoughts are, they're taking orders from an imp. Interesting.
It
No.
it definitely looks fiendish.
Hmm.
It has bug wings. It's pure white and has large claws and a tail.
1 second. I will make what kind of check would you like for me to understand what that is?
Religion or history?
They're both at -1. No idea. That's a
You-
weird human.
It definitely is not a human, but you've never seen something like it.
That thing would not survive in the cold. But seeing as reinforcements have arrived, I would look over to my the only person I know who is with me, and just and ask, so, what shall we do?
Well, the white one seems to be the boss. I think we should ask him a question.
Ask or ask?
I think we should ask him where the boss is. I'm just saying we might want to keep that one alive a little longer. But the rest, we don't need them. I've already questioned it. One of their friends, they don't know much.
Alrighty then. Am I able to run up to them, or are they far enough away that that would be unadvisable?
You could run to them. You probably wouldn't be able to run and then do another action.
All right, I'm gonna run off to the side and hide,
Okay.
like break line of sight and try to stealth.
Alrighty. Yeah, there you go. Anything else for you?
Currently no. What I'm waiting for is for them to get closer and then get a better have a better advantageous position for fighting than just running at them.
Okay. Telly.
So fire's getting closer and just bandits filling in.
Yeah, they're starting to swarm in now. It's starting to slow a little bit as your two buddies are currently stemming the tide a little bit. They just happen to be in the right place. But there are a lot of bandits already in town that you can very clearly.
Do I know how far the other two are? Can I see them?
I think Lorza told you the direction they went in. But you probably can't see them from where you.
Because I'm basically just thinking of falling back, and if they can hear me telling them so.
Okay. You can definitely shout it.
I just wonder if I can hide afterwards. Shout in one spot, tuck to another place.
Yeah, you should be able to. It shouldn't be too big a deal.
Alright.
Just give me another stealth. And Cascar and Lorzat, give me a perception.
Right.
Lorzad, you hear your captain telling you to fall back.
Fall back.
It's not so much an order, just probably should.
Just a suggestion. And Tally, as you fall back, you will actually run into Austria. Austriel. I'm going to mispronounce his name for a second there. That's weird. But you are stealth, so he can't see you right away. Anything else for you?
Which direction's Austria running?
Nowhere yet.
Yeah,
Oh?
he's just
Oh,
kind
I
of
just-
at the gate.
Oh,
I'm
I
just kind
see.
of getting ready to stand my ground for a bit.
Okay. I don't think there's anything I can do.
Okay. Lorzad.
Okay. I know I just heard her say to fall back. And the devil just ran off. But how many are with the demon?
You see roughly 12.
That's a lot. And a demon. Mm,
He does look more devilish than demonish.
you.
It's Lorzod. He
Yeah.
yeah.
I know, I'm teasing.
You. Oh. I so want the skull of a white devil. Ah, that's all right. He got lucky today. I'll have your skull another day, white devil. I will head back reluctantly. I so could have killed all 12.
And where are you running back to? Just back where she was, or
Yeah, I'm falling back.
okay?
I'm not like turning and literally like running away because but I will just fall back.
Alrighty.
Just daring one of these guys to engage me. Almost.
So Austria,
Yes.
a lot of arrows start flying at you and get stuffed by the wall.
I nod.
But a number of them are getting closer. You have like 3 or 4 who are like at the gate, but they can't quite reach you with their sword. But man, they're looking at you menacingly.
I did tell Frederick if any got close. Is he in range of any?
You know what? Yeah,
Okay.
he's in range of one.
He's a good boy. He deserves a treat.
Yes. 7 force damage.
All right. He's also in range of 3 of them now. What's his AC?
His AC is 15.
He takes that much damage.
Okay.
And Lorzad, you get arrows flying at you.
Do any of them hit me?
I'm about to find out. What's your AC, Lorzad?
18.
That's a miss. That's a miss. You get hit for 10 damage from an.
For 10 damage?
Yes. Here's a max damage roll.
Yeah. That hurt.
Took.
All right. Graves, you ever feel like you're just one man on a mountain? Turns out to be an anthill. Don't answer that. It's like as I'm lining up my next shot, same as before, specifically trying to drop ones that I know have been hit. Primarily just trying to thin the herd. That's okay. I lost my phone. 19 for 12. And 20 for 16.
Two more fall. And if you count the number of people currently following you, it would be 43.
Wait,
Yes.
didn't Graves kill some?
Graves did.
So I've killed
Graves did
4.
before I did the count.
Okay, so
But
her Reaper didn't down anyone?
it did not.
Okay.
And on that note, that's where we're going to pause for the night.
Aw.
Sorry.
This is getting interesting and also hairy with the
But
with the splitting of the party.
but I have to give this arrow back.
Hey, that's my job.
I think he lost it. I gotta take it back. It's fine. I
I
need
made
to
a
go
note.
get a drink anyway.
Man, I feel like we need a playable race that's blood is poison. So whenever you get shot with an arrow, you can yank it out and shoot it back at them and poison them.
That
That would
sounds
be
like a lot of fun.
Or just don't get shot by arrows.
Yeah.
That's where I'll close the stream.